Hi, welcome to Vision Vibes, and today, we're breaking down the details of the 2024 US presidential election, the goals we aim to achieve, and the subsequent implications on the global stage. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up if you're ready to explore this multifaceted journey with us. Have you ever wondered what makes a presidential election so pivotal to the course of a nation's future? It's a question that's especially relevant as we approach the 2024 US presidential election. This is not merely a race between individuals, but a choice of paths that could significantly shape our nation's trajectory. The stakes high, the decisions critical, and the impact far-reaching. As we delve into this, let's understand the history of past US presidential elections. Our journey begins in the year 1789, with the first US presidential election. It was a time of great uncertainty as the newly formed United States of America embarked on a bold experiment in democracy. George Washington emerged as the nation's first leader, setting a precedent for the peaceful transfer of power that has endured for more than 2 centuries. Fast forward to the election of 1800, often referred to as the Revolution of 1800. This was the first time an incumbent president, John Adams, was defeated. Thomas Jefferson's victory marked a significant shift in power from the Federalists to the Democratic Republicans, demonstrating the resilience of America's fledgling democracy. In 1860, the nation found itself on the brink of civil war. The election of Abraham Lincoln, a staunch opponent of slavery, signaled a seismic shift in American politics. It led to the secession of 7 southern states and the onset of the Civil War, a conflict that would forever change the face of the nation. Let's leap another century to 1960. This election is noteworthy not just because John F. Kennedy became the youngest elected president, but also for the first televised presidential debate. This marked a turning point in how campaigns were run, with image and media presence becoming increasingly crucial. Fast forward to 2008, a year of another historic first. Barack Obama's election as the first African-American president was a watershed moment, signaling a significant step forward in the nation's long journey towards racial equality. These elections, among others, have shaped the nation's political landscape, influencing key policies and the direction of the country. They've seen the rise and fall of political dynasties, the transformation of campaign strategies, and the evolution of voting rights. For instance, the 19th Amendment in 1920 granted women the right to vote, a monumental step in the fight for gender equality. The Voting Rights Act of 1965 then further expanded these rights, prohibiting racial discrimination in voting. The evolution of US presidential elections has also been marked by changes in how campaigns are conducted. The advent of television and later, the internet, has transformed the way candidates communicate with voters. From televised debates to social media campaigns, technology has revolutionized electoral politics. And let's not forget about the emergence of third-party candidates who, despite rarely winning, have played crucial roles in shaping political discourse. From Teddy Roosevelt's Progressive Party in 1912 to Ross Perot's Reform Party in 1992, these candidates have challenged the two-party system and introduced new ideas into the political arena. The evolution of the US presidential elections is a testament to the adaptability and resilience of American democracy. It serves as a mirror to the nation's history, reflecting societal changes, technological advancements, and shifts in political thought. With this historical context, we now turn our attention to the upcoming 2024 US presidential election. The year is 2024, and the stakes are higher than ever. The United States is on the cusp of another presidential election, a democratic exercise that could set the course of the nation for the next 4 years and beyond. This quadrennial event, always significant, has taken on an even greater importance due to the myriad of issues facing the country. The 2024 US presidential election unfolds amidst a backdrop of global and domestic challenges. Climate change, economic uncertainty, social inequality, racial tensions, and the ongoing impact of the COVID-19 pandemic are just a few of these pressing issues. It is against this backdrop that the potential candidates throw their hats into the ring, each promising to navigate the nation through these turbulent times. On one side, we have the incumbent party's candidate. They have had 4 years to implement their policies, and their tenure has seen its fair share of triumphs and trials. Their campaign focuses on continuity, on building upon the work they've already done. The message is clear: progress may be slow, but it's steady. Then, there are the challengers. They come from diverse backgrounds, each carrying their unique vision for America's future. Some are political veterans with decades of experience, while others are fresh faces, bringing new perspectives and promising radical change. Their campaigns are fueled by the desire for change, for a break from the status quo. The key issues at stake in this election are numerous and multifaceted. Climate change is at the forefront, with candidates proposing a range of solutions from aggressive carbon reduction targets to comprehensive green infrastructure plans. Economic stability is another critical issue, with promises of job creation, tax reform, and efforts to reduce income inequality. Healthcare, education, immigration, and foreign policy also feature prominently in the campaign discourse. The potential outcomes of this election are as varied as the candidates themselves. If the incumbent party retains power, we can expect a continuation of their policies, with an emphasis on stability and incremental change. Should one of the challengers emerge victorious, the nation could see a shift in direction, with new policies and priorities taking center stage. Regardless of the election's outcome, one thing is clear: it will have far-reaching implications for the nation's future. The elected candidate will be tasked with steering the nation through a period of significant change and uncertainty. Their decisions will shape the economic, social, and environmental landscape of the United States for years to come. The 2024 U.S. presidential election is not just about choosing a leader for the next 4 years, it's about choosing a path for the future, a vision for what America could be. It's about addressing the challenges we face today and laying the groundwork for a more sustainable, equitable, and prosperous tomorrow. The importance of participating in this democratic exercise cannot be overstated. Every vote matters, every voice counts. It's a chance for citizens to have a say in the direction their country takes, to shape the future they want to see. With so much at stake, it is clear that the 2024 U.S. presidential election will be a defining moment in our nation's history. Welcome back to our deep dive into the 2024 U.S. presidential election. Now let's take a closer look at the candidates, the issues they are running on, and the possible results of this critical election. In the blue corner, we have the incumbent party's candidate. Their tenure has been marked by a slow but steady progress, and their campaign is all about continuity. They are championing their achievements in office, and are promising to continue their work to address the pressing issues of our time. Their proposed policies are a blend of moderate and progressive ideas, aiming to strike a balance between radical change and stability. In the red corner, we have the challengers, a diverse group of candidates each carrying their unique vision for America's future. Some are political veterans, while others are fresh faces promising radical change. Their campaigns are built on the desire for a departure from the status quo. They are promising to shake up the system and introduce bold new policies to address the country's challenges. Now let's talk about the issues. Climate change is a hot topic in this election, with candidates proposing everything from aggressive carbon reduction targets to comprehensive green infrastructure plans. Economic stability is also in the spotlight, with plans for job creation, tax reform, and efforts to reduce income inequality being proposed. Healthcare, education, immigration, and foreign policy are also key issues being debated in this election. And then, there are the projected results. Polls and studies suggest a tight race, with the incumbent party's candidate and the leading challenger neck and neck. The outcome could very well be decided by a handful of swing states. If the incumbent party retains power, we can expect a continuation of their policies, with an emphasis on stability and incremental change. If a challenger emerges victorious, we could see a shift in the nation's direction, with new policies and priorities taking center stage. The 2024 U.S. presidential election is not just about electing a leader, it's about choosing a path for the future, a vision for what America could be. With so much at stake, this election will undoubtedly be a defining moment in our nation's history. So remember, your vote matters, your voice counts. Make sure you exercise your democratic right and help shape the future of our nation. So, what have we learned from this exploration of the U.S. presidential elections? Learned that the presidential election carries immense weight. It's not just about appointing a leader, but it's also about dictating the course our country will follow, upholding the ideals that we cherish, and designing the future we dream of. It's a mirror reflecting our combined hopes, fears, and wishes. We've journeyed back through past elections, tracing the foundations of our democracy. We've observed how every 4 years, the American population exercises their constitutional privilege to vote, directing the nation's course. We've been privy to ideological battles, rapidly changing political landscapes, and the rise and fall of political dynasties. We've understood the strength of media, the role of technology, and the impact of big data. We've also noticed how these elections have not only molded America, but have also made a deep-set impact globally. Shifting our focus to the 2024 US presidential election, a year that's poised to be a critical point in our history. We've delved into the potential nominees, the ongoing concerns, and the possible repercussions. We've scrutinized the political environment, the public sentiment, and future challenges. We've also looked at the pandemic's effect, economic uncertainties, and social disruptions. As we gaze towards the future, it's essential to remember that the stakes are high. The choices we make today will echo for years, influencing our economy, society, environment, and global standing. So, whether you're a political enthusiast or a casual observer, bear in mind that your voice counts. Your vote is your strength. Your choice is your declaration. As we cast our eyes on the future, one thing stands clear. The result of the 2024 US presidential election will certainly etch a permanent mark on the trajectory of our nation's history. Thank you for joining us on this comprehensive exploration of the 2024 US presidential election. We know that politics can often feel divisive, and it's hard to find common ground. But through understanding and informed dialogue, we can bridge these gaps. If you found this video insightful, learned something new, or just enjoyed the journey, we'd love to hear from you. Engage with us in the comments section below. Share your thoughts, your concerns, your hopes for the future. And if you'd like to continue this exploration with us, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more related videos like this. Give this video a thumbs up if it provided value to you, as your support truly motivates us to keep producing high-quality content. And finally, share this video with your friends, family, and social networks. Help us spread knowledge about the 2024 US presidential election and make sure everyone's voice is heard. Remember, your vote is your voice, and every voice matters. Stay informed, stay engaged, and let's shape the future together.